Cancer, hello and welcome to December. This is going to be a December monthly tarot card reading. I want to first off hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a happy one. And I want to wish everybody a happy holidays as we come into the month of December in the new year. And wish everybody happiness and health. I'd also like to just remind you, if you'd like to support my channel, the YouTube algorithms really rely on what I call the big three. That's click the like button, click subscribe to the channel, and click notification. If you've done that already, thank you so very much. It's appreciated. If you haven't, please consider. The purpose of this, you won't be bombarded by anything. It just YouTube uses these algorithms to promote channels to a larger audience, and I'm still a new channel, and I don't get promoted that often by YouTube until I get a following, basically. So it's a double-edged sword. But anyway, if you would like to support it, those are things that you can do. I would appreciate it, and if you feel so inclined. But I just want to put that out there. So thank you so much in advance. Cancer, this is the 5-card tarot card reading for the month of December of 2020. It's a general reading for the larger collective of Cancers and intended for informational purposes. The information may not resonate with all Cancers. That's understandable, and it's okay. Take what fits, let the rest go. To save time, I already shuffled the cards and requested the universal guidance. These cards were selected here were rejected on their own. The 5 cards that were exited during the shuffle for this overall energy reading for the month of December are lined up here. The first card here represents the overall energy of your past influences, and these are things that were significant energies within the last few months. In some cases, that energy may have resolved itself, and others it could still be lingering. The second card here represents the overall current energy of the present energy during this time frame for you. The third card here represents the overall energy for future energies, things that are on the cusp or could appear, that could come up still in this time frame. The fourth card here represents the current overall energy for any challenges that may come up. And keep in mind that challenges don't mean anything negative. They could just be information. In most cases, they're represented as choices that you could make with your own free will. And the fifth card here represents the overall energy for your outcomes for this time period. So, our past influences for you, Cancer. We have here the Queen of Wands, but we have it in reverse. So, angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for Cancer why the Queen of Wands is in their past influences in the reverse position, please. I'm picking up here that in the past few months for many Cancers, because the Queen of Wands is showing up in the reverse, it was suggesting that many Cancers were sort of in an introverted mood, or perhaps more introverted than they usually were. And instead of being sort of a wanting to be, or had the inclination to be, that social butterfly, or and being out and about, I'm picking up that many Cancers chose to sort of linger on the sidelines and to watch what was going on, and it was okay, but you just didn't feel you were in that mood. You didn't want to push yourself to be in an extroverted sort of mood, or get out there, and you didn't want to be. I'm picking up many Cancers were choosing to sort of spend more time alone, or with a few people, but not very more privately. And you were trying to connect with your inner self and hear your own inner voice. I'm picking up as well that some Cancers also were feeling that they lacked confidence, and the Queen of Wands here in reverse. Basically, it was inviting you, Leos, to sort of Cancers, to bring your energy, and attention inward and focus on rebuilding your sense of self and your own resilience. I'm picking up it was about the need to bring your awareness inward, and so that you could hear yourself and access your personal strengths and talents. I think I picked up that you were questioning a lot about what you were doing and who you were involved with. There has been a trend of some sort of relationship issue that hasn't been serving you well, is what I'm picking up for many Cancers. And you were using part of this time to discover who you are and trying to find that courageous energy to express yourself to to whoever or that you needed to do, and not do what others perhaps were expecting you to do. Um, the Queen of Wands also shows, because it's in reverse, I'm also picking up for you, Cancer, that many of you reached a place of self-respect and confidence finally. I'm picking up that some of you did deal with the situation that wasn't serving you very well, even though it was painful and it was a challenge. But for the most part, I'm picking up that you did sort of find your personal truth in your own belief system, and you stood up for what you needed to do. You made decisions, even though they were not easily done, and perhaps not wonderful to make, I'll put it that way. But you finally made a decision to separate yourself from something that was negative around you, or again, that, and I'm picking up really more of a personal situation, or a personal relationship for some. That's the energy I'm picking up here, that for those Cancers that were in a negative relationship for a period of time, that it was stagnant, I'm picking up that many Cancers finally made a decision and let it go. But it was painful. Okay. In our present energy, we have the Nine of Cups. Angel Spirit Guides, please help us understand for our Cancer why the Nine of Cups is in their present energies at this time, please. Well, Cancer, this is right up your line. The Nine of Cups here, typically represents emotional fulfillment, happiness, and contentment. With this card, Cancer, showing up in your present energy, I'm picking up that many Cancers are content in all aspects of your life right now. That you've made decisions that you needed to make, and although you're not in a perfect state, but you're getting there, and you're feeling a relief, and you're getting back to experiencing emotions that are true, and have meaning and intensity and pleasure for you. Keep in mind, the Nine of Cups here typically is called the Wish card. For you and for Cancer particularly, this is a sign that the plans are aligned up for you, and have good things in plan for you. This is a very good card for you, Cancer, in your present energy. If you made a wish and you've been patiently waiting for it to come forward, this is a card that has an excellent omen that it will soon be granted. Understand the laws of attraction, and understand the better ways to make affirmations, and there's lots of videos on YouTube for that. But this is this is good. This is an excellent omen. The Nine of Cups, Cancer, is an invitation to splurge, to indulge, and enjoys life pleasures. And I'm picking up that in your past you sort of let those things go, but this is a time to sort of bring those about. This is about experiencing that beauty and that socialization. This is living in the moment and giving yourself permission to indulge, even if it's temporarily, without any guilt, and perhaps and definitely no negative consequences for this time. All within within reason and accord. But this is about enjoying yourself. You deserve it, because you just feel the need to do it. I don't know how else to describe it. This is also the Nine of Cups here, Cancer, also comes up because it wants to remind you to count your blessings, and make sure that you express gratitude for what you have. And it's a reminder for you to start or end every day creating sort of a mental list of 3 things that you're grateful for, and bring you joy and that you appreciate. That is vital for a sense of contentment, and about your attaining this ability to attract what you wish for. It is the laws of attraction. So if you've been struggling to find that positive side of life, then expressing gratitude for the things that you do have in your life and bring you joy and happiness, no matter how small they are or how silly they may seem, this will greatly help you see that you have a lot to be happy about, and that is that rippling effect. Keep in mind here, Cancer, that the Nine of Cups, this is about, if you've been comfortable for a long period of time, you know it's good, and realize that contentment and fulfillment are temporary at times. And so you want to be prepared for a state of change, and because change is good. So you know it's important to appreciate what you have now and cherish it, and because it could disappear for whatever reason. So that's when we have to rely on ourselves, learn from our lessons, we make adjustments, and we adapt, and life goes on, and it can still be good. So this is a good place to be in for you, Cancer. In your future energy here, we have the King of Wands. And Spirit guides, please help us understand why the King of Wands here is for Cancer and their future energies during this time period, please. Well, Cancer, this is interesting. You know, for you, in this time period, the King of Wands typically represents fire energy, and it's a masculine energy level. You know, this is a card of action, and it's not about creating and creativity or dreaming. This is about taking action where action is needed and implementing those things. This is an energy that's for some Cancers. Perhaps you're gonna have that feeling and be inclined to do something, and however you're going to enlist others to help you fulfill it. You won't be doing this on your own. It's not what I'm picking up. This is not an individual sort of thing that you want to accomplish. You are going to be asking others to help you and to assist you. The King of Wands here appears in your future energies right now, because it's a sign that you're stepping into a role of a visionary sort of leader, and you're going to be able to direct people towards a common goal. I'm picking up that, you know, where it's called for, you know, Cancer, you're going to have a clear vision of where you want to go, and you're going to use your charisma and your focus, and you're going to be determined, and those around you are going to believe you and see that vision. This is something that you've been wanting to manifest, and you're going to have the support 100% by those that are that you involve. This is very interesting, because you're going to be able to demonstrate this sort of masterful art of getting people together to bring your idea to reality, whatever it is. And it's going to be, you see yourself as a coordinator of it, not necessarily as the worker bee. That's what I'm picking up here. You know, I'm picking up that with the King of Wands here, that the Spirit guides are wanting to remind you that to lead your life with intent, vision, and long-term view. So, Cancer, if you have a grand idea of what truly is possible, then you're not going to stop at nothing to get it. And so this is about having and using your maturity to see that this vision to the end and beyond. You're going to be able to achieve a lot with this energy, because you've identified and you're more focused to know what you want in your future, and that you're going to find the direction of how to get there. So this is, you know, a message here to not waste your time on activities or relationships that you believe will lead you nowhere, because this is not about going with the flow. This is about embarking and being direct and taking a robust course of action. This is an action card, not a dream card, and this is what they're wanting me to repeat to you. So this is about taking steps for long-term sustainable success, and that will have a lasting impact. In addition, I'm picking up for some Cancers, the King of Wands here is, you know, suggesting that there's an opportunity that's going to present itself to you, and you're going to have the power to take on that challenge. And what's important here is that you, Cancer, are the determining factor of the situation. So if you want it to be success, it will. And equally, if you don't want to commit to it or be involved in it, you won't. And you know, you will struggle and to blossom and to grow and to make changes. So you know, you can create any outcome you wish for, is the message here that the universe is asking me to give to you, Cancer. So be mindful about your intentions and your vision. Yeah, that's all they want me to say. Interesting. In your challenges, Cancer, we have the Two of Wands. Angel and Spirit guides, please help us understand why the Two of Wands is here for Cancer and their challenges during this time frame, please. Well, here you have in your challenges is going to really follow up with the King of Wands here, because I'm picking up again is that you've been manifesting and having some sort of idea what it is that you want to do, and now you understand that you need an action plan, and this is about you've done the discovery, or you will be doing the discovery, and now you have to figure out how you're going to bring it forward, and this is this is about strategizing and looking at all your options, and making a map basically of where where you need to go, what steps you have to get through, what are the possible challenges or obstacles that you need to get through, because the message here, Cancer, I'm getting is that you're open to growth and exploring all sort of new ideas, so long as you maintain a level of certainty that your efforts will come out in the end. So, but the universe also wants to say, whatever you're mapping or wanting to do, it's critical that you are wanting to do it, that it brings you joy, and that the process of getting there, not just getting there, it's the process of getting there brings you excitement. So even if there are obstacles, you're excited about learning about them and learning along the way. That is the key to this. However, because the Two of Wands here is appearing right now in your challenges, the challenge you're going to have is that if you're not ready to make the move, you take that choice, it's not going to happen, because you're more likely to go forward with this if you are going to take the time to establish a clear plan before you proceed. The Two of Wands here, it's the message here is about discovery, and it's about you stepping outside of a comfort zone, Cancer, and exploring sort of new ideas and worlds and possibilities. So it can take some courage to set out, because perhaps that might be uncomfortable for you. But this, Two of Cards here in your challenges here is giving you the opportunity to use confidence in your own self-knowledge. This is basically saying you have what it needs to take if you trust yourself. So understand what your goal is, and what it is that you want the outcome to be. Because if you allow your intuition and your passion to guide you, the steps will fall into place. The Two of Wands here, Cancer, indicates that you're considering your long-term goals and your aspirations, and that you're ready. There's an energy for you to want to achieve them, and so you've come pretty far, which is good. Now this card here is challenging you to say, are you ready for the change? Because now you really have to put it forward to make this change go farther. So if you've been contemplating some sort of major step, a change, in order to get you to this goal, then this is the time to start making those bigger steps. This is about expanding your horizons beyond your immediate environment, and that's the key here that I'm picking up. So again, the idea is that Cancer, with careful planning and a moderated approach, you're going to go forward with success here. The bottom line is that the twos in general, which is why it's in your challenging energies, because it represents that you need to make a decision of some sort. And it's about making a choice between sticking to what you know or taking a risk. And it's important for you, Cancer, to understand that the world has something bigger and many times more meaningful for you. You just have to realize that you have to sometimes let go of familiar grounds, and take those sort of risks, and do so with positive energy. So it's imperative that you step out and explore your options right now, and embrace it. And in our outcomes card, we have the Five of Wands. We have the Wands cards here. Here we have it in a reverse position here. Angel and Spirit guides, please help us understand with the Five of Wands here is in the reverse position for Cancer and their outcome energies at this time, please. Well, this is again, it's in reverse because I'm Cancer. Again, this is about facing sort of this internal conflict and making a decision. And perhaps it's been, you've had this feeling that you're unclear on where you want to stand on this, on some sort of important issue for you or some sort of change. This is about, again, do you want to put the energy to keep going forward? You've made some changes, but do you keep the energy going to further those changes? In some cases, I'm picking up, you may, Cancer, have others around you that are giving you their own point of views about what you should and shouldn't do, and perhaps in some cases this is creating tension for you and disagreement or overwhelming you, perhaps. But and perhaps I'm picking up that perhaps when you felt you had a clear perspective, someone presents a challenge to you about it, and this sort of makes the process a little more confusing for you. But understand that this process is beneficial, and it's good to get other opinions. And don't let it overwhelm you, because it's important to to do your research and to get other people's opinions and viewpoints and take what fits. What I'm picking up here, whatever this decision is that you're wanting to go for, there's no right or wrong answer here. And if someone disagrees with you on the path that you choose, that's okay. This is about suiting what best fits you. But it is important to get their opinion because you could learn from it or modify it. So this is about aligning yourself, Cancer, aligning your head and your heart to discover a peace within yourself, and that's the key here for you. That's your takeaway. The Five of Wands, in this reverse position here, Cancer, this is telling me that you have a tendency to avoid conflict whenever feasible, and perhaps Cancer, you may find tension makes you uneasy, and you want to avoid it when you can. And typically, Cancer, you may deflect a lot of that energy and ignore problems at times. And the trouble with that sort of action is when you do that, you just may be pushing some of your own concerns to the side without dealing with them, and or asserting your own point of view in a constructive way. Understand that conflict can be useful, particularly if it's done in a constructive way. And if it sticks to the issue that you're dealing with, that's the challenge, communication. We often throw everything but the kitchen sink in there and not really discuss what our concerns are. And this is about identifying what that concern is, whatever it is that you have, so that you can no longer avoid it and just deal with the discomfort of the issue, and then let it go, and you can move yourself forward, because that's what I'm picking up, just holding you back a little bit. The Five of Wands, in reverse, Cancer, this is, think of it as a sigh of relief after one major struggle, which I pick up that you've had, that you're no longer up against that one sort of struggle. So, on a personal level, understand now you need to sort of work through any anger or hostility that you may be feeling, and particularly around relationships. So just keep in mind that you don't have to prove yourself anymore. And that should be your sigh of relief right now. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much. I thank you for watching this video. Again, if you'd like to support this channel, understand that the YouTube algorithms depend on the support, and that's by what I call the big three: clicking on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. That will help the YouTube algorithms market my channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you've already done that, again, thank you so much for your support. It is appreciated. Cancers, feel free to leave a comment if you feel any part of this reading was applicable to you. And again, if part of it wasn't, or none of it did, it didn't resonate, that's perfectly okay. This is a general reading. Please let it go and look for something else, because it happens. But in the meantime, I really appreciate it. I hope everybody has a happy and wonderful December and a happy holiday season. Please be safe out there with the COVID-19 restrictions up again. And remember, just think positive. positive. If we all think positive, good things happen. So bless that and have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you in January, Cancer. Thank you so much.